justice.
How y'all can let someone who y'all know in right mind sign over all them stuff?
The protest stems from allegations made by Philippa Carey, daughter of Ingrid Carey, a resident of the facility ran by Murphy Knowles. Philippa claims her mother's life insurance, survivor's benefit, national insurance pension, along with her home were all signed over to Murphy Knowles after she placed her in the home. Community members describe the situation as heart-wrenching.
Murphy got to go! Murphy got to go! Yeah! Murphy got to go! Murphy got to go!
So happy that Grand Bahamas came out now and they speak on behalf of this home.
I'm here today because a grave injustice has been perpetrated once again against a Grand Bahamian.
Why would mine even think about this?
For someone who's a caretaker to take advantage, I call it taking advantage.
Like it should never be a case where a Grand Bahamian is doing this to another Grand Bahamian.
Protesters outside the home also sharing their experience with the elderly care facility.
Wondering why every time I go there, he went from a size X large and pamper down to a size medium. And I was trying to figure out what's carrying on. You know, why is he getting so small?
In that room for almost 6+ hours, suffering from a seizure. It was not just him in that room. It was him and 2 other persons sharing the room.
After the demonstration at the home, the protest moved to the Harold J. Gregory building. Protesters standing outside adorned in shirts that read, "Get out the house, Murphy." Philippa's sons, along with their father, also appearing in a show of support.
She called saying, help her. She won't get out there. They hitting her and stuff. She don't like it, and help her get out there. But by the time as I try help, Miss Knowles had already had power of attorney over.
Philippa Carey arrived shortly after, greeted with chairs, hugs, and emotional support from the crowd.
I'm in shock. I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words to put together to let everybody know how appreciative I am and how grateful and thankful I am that everybody come through and so fast.
Now, this is a developing story that we will continue to follow. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Rule.
Just one station.
You saw the story first on ZNS Northern Service. Well, tonight, the owner of Home Away from Home Elderly Care Facility, Murphy Knowles, is fighting back tears as she vehemently denies allegations made by protesters. Those accusations involve claims of mistreatment. Additionally, she is addressing the signing over of assets belonging to one of the facility's residents, Ingrid Carey.
That's right, Raven. Murphy Knowles addressing concerns surrounding the Carey family and her living in their residence. In fact, she maintains that the home was given to her by Ingrid Carey as a blessing.
When people don't have nowhere to live and stuff like that, and she said, Miss Knowles, you're doing such a good work. And she said, I would like to bless you the home to continue to work. She didn't want it to give it to her granddaughter because she knew her granddaughter was not able to take care of the home.
In response to claims of knowingly taking advantage of Ingrid Carey and having her sign over everything to her, Knowles strongly denies the accusations, asserting that she has never stolen anything from anyone under her care.
I have many people in my home. I never took even a candy from them. If I know they are not in their right mind, I wouldn't take anything.
Knowles further explains that she has been in the elderly care business for decades and is deeply shocked by these allegations.
A lot of them don't have no money. So for them to say what they say, but I take in and that's why I don't even want to get my nails done. I don't even want to go to get my hair done or nothing. I don't even want, I used to be so ashamed to sit in a restaurant and have a meal. Because they think that's the people money I eat in. You say, Miss Knowles, that's for you. I be sitting there looking over my shoulders.
Philippa Carey responding to questions about whether she believes her grandmother, Ingrid Carey, willingly gave away the family home. This was her response.
She may have mentioned the house. I wouldn't put it past her because she would give the shirt off her back. You know what I mean? And she would give you anything. She would give away our stove. My daddy used to tell us. My dad used to say, Ingrid, you would give away the bed like sleeping under. That's just her as a person. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like you should, knowing her age and her mental capacity, you shouldn't even take that serious.
Right.
If that was the case, I feel as if she should have gotten the keys, and when I come to her, she's like, oh, well, Philippa, this the keys to your house. Your mommy talking about giving away. Talk to your mommy or do something.
Right.
Now, Philippa Carey visited the home today. She was allowed to speak with her grandmother. However, she was not allowed to remove her from that facility as she no longer has the power of attorney over her mother. For the Bahamas Tonight, at the Northern Edition, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Back to you in studio.
Thanks, Ramiko. Well, tonight, in light of these allegations against Home Away from Home, the Ministry for Grand Bahama and the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting releasing a statement explaining that the government is committed to a thorough investigation of these allegations involving this care facility. The Ministry for Grand Bahama and the Ministry of Social Services, Information and Broadcasting are deeply concerned by these serious allegations involving a private care facility on Grand Bahama Island. The statement continues: the protection and well-being of our elderly citizens is a priority, and we want to ensure the public that we are taking this matter very seriously. The Ministry of Social Services has launched a comprehensive investigation, and the case has been referred to the Royal Bahamas Police Force for further action. Additionally, while we understand desire for our swift inquiry, we must allow the investigative process to proceed so that all facts can be thoroughly examined. We are committed to ensuring that in the case where there is egregious behavior and wrongdoing, those responsible are held accountable under the law, and we will take all necessary measures to protect the rights and dignity of our senior citizens. This statement noting that we ask for the community's patience and cooperation as the investigation unfolds. The Ministry of Social Services will continue to monitor the situation closely, and we will keep the public informed of any significant developments. In closing, the statement reads, we encourage anyone with information that could assist in this investigation to come forward. Our commitment is to uphold a safe, respectful, and supportive environment for all elderly residents in our community. Well, as tensions rise over the ongoing dispute involving the Home Away from Home elderly care facility, both a clinical consultant and an attorney are weighing in on the matter, offering their professional perspectives. Dr. Andy Lang and attorney Osmond Johnson providing insights into how dementia affects individuals and the role the courts play in resolving such disputes. Shane Stubbs has more in this report.
This case in question is the height of fiduciary abuse.
That's clinical consultant Dr. Andy Lang discussing the ongoing emotional battle between Philippa Carey and Home Away from Home caretaker Murphy Knowles. He believes that the signing of the power of attorney along with the house and insurance benefits should have never taken place, given the alleged mental state of Ingrid Carey.
I think it is taking advantage to the highest degree. It should not have happened, and it begs the question, anything of this nature has happened before with this particular individual and this particular establishment.
Now, Lang says there are stages that would lead to very debilitating impacts, a major one being sound decision-making.
Their judgment becomes impaired, and what it does is it really places them in a position where they can fall victim to persons who might be minded to prey on them.
Now, from a legal perspective, attorney Osmond Johnson says that Ingrid could not have signed over any assets unless she was shown to be of sound mind. Now, unless the public outrage prompts Knowles to hand over the assets back to the family, it then becomes a matter for the courts.
The court would want to hear evidence from individuals who knew her, perhaps any medical practitioners who had treated her in the past. If she had ever been sectioned under the Mental Health Act, and placed on the DIA ward in the past, that would be something that the court would consider. These are some of the considerations that only a court could really review and determine to ascertain whether she had the requisite capacity when all of these purported transfers took place.
Additionally, the attorney says if it is determined that Ingrid is suffering from the brain disease, it would be considered an unlawful transfer and the transaction would be null and void. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Now, for more on this, tune in to The Rundown with Clint Watson tonight.
You have enough things to worry about. Living in a world that can seem opposite of the things you are trying to accomplish.
I can need a little help with this.
We're here to let you know that you don't have to go at it alone. Choose peace of mind. Choose comfort. Choose CB. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Dolly Madison is having a 2-day store-wide sale on October 25th and 26th for their 2-year anniversary under new ownership. Get up to 25% off on a variety of items, from household to hardware, you name it. Sale hours on Friday will be from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Dolly Madison's 2-year anniversary sale. Up to 25% off. You don't want to miss it.
Dolly Madison.
Paint Fair family is excited to announce that they are now in their new location on Bellevue Lane off of Queens Highway. Visit the store to see new inventory and additional products. Follow Paint Fair on Facebook and Instagram to learn more about exciting promotions and giveaways. Third Dimension construction will be closed from Wednesday, October 23rd to Friday, October 25th. Stay tuned in for more information on reopening and exciting updates. Third Dimension thanks you for your support, understanding, and patience.
The Grand Bahama Christian Council presents an island-wide crusade, Saturday, October 26th at 3 p.m. at Frank's Ice Cream Plaza. Prayer, testimonies, worship, fellowship, the word, and more.
Join the Grand Bahama Port Authority for an electrical safety workshop on Monday, October 28th at 10 a.m. at the Susan J. Wallace Center. Registration is required. Call 350-9167 or email lsands@gbpa.com to secure your spot.
The Forever Flower Shop. Check out our new selection of artificial flowers and wreaths. Choose stems for your own projects or get a pre-made arrangement as a quick fix to a dull space. If you're a soon-to-be bride, inquire about bulk ordering for floral options that won't break the bank. It's all here at Island Bedding and Furniture, located at number 5 Queens Highway across from Caribbean Veterinary.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. In news from police, officers attached to the Northeastern Police Station here on Grand Bahama are busy searching for Yvonne Akeem Adderley in connection with shop breaking. Adderley, 21, stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, slim built, weighs 147 pounds, dark brown eyes, brown complexion, and dark brown hair. His last known address is number 61 Faith Avenue, Freeport. Police advising members of the public to approach with extreme caution and care as he is considered to be armed and dangerous. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Adderley, please contact Police Emergency at 911, National Crime Prevention Office at 302-8430 or 1, Crime Stoppers at 352-1919 or 350-3106 or 9, 242-300-8476, 350-3014 or 6, the National Crime Prevention Office at 302-8430 or 1, or the Police Command Center at 442-2872 or 2870. Well, following their goal to honor patriarchs in recent months, Urban Renewal is hosting a seniors luncheon, this time around at the Seahorse Urban Renewal Center. Officer in charge of Urban Renewal, Assistant Superintendent Cordelie Capron, says it's always a pleasure to commemorate and adore those in our society who can bestow wisdom on those around.
We gather the seniors and we bring them to either East End or West End just to show them, you know, a good time, a day out, and have a nice lunch with them and get some words of wisdom and knowledge from them, because they are the foundation on which we stand. And it is very important for us to continue our connection with the senior citizens. So it's a pleasure for us to host or to be a part of this.
Elders like Paulette Smith treasure the luncheons and look forward to the endeavor towards the end of every month since its inception.
I just love the outing, you know, I can be along with my pets and stuff like that because, you know, sometimes they forget about us. But I'm so glad of this initiative that Urban Renewal has that, you know, take the seniors out on once per month I am grateful for that. I don't really live here. I just visit here, but whenever I visit here, I would always try to find out when they're having the function so that I can be a part of it, but I love it.
In other news, proper business management skills and elevating to the next level will be the focus of a virtual beauty conference targeting beauty industry stakeholders. Nail artist Cutel DeVoe says the 3-hour event organized by Convo Signature targets nail artists, hairstylists, barbers, tattoo artists, and others. It will be held on November 4th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. under the theme Shift and Pivot.
The purpose of the event is really to give people the knowledge and insight on how to manage and steward well over the back end of business, right? In the beauty industry, it's very profitable in that money is to be made, connections are to be made, relationships. And I think that is so important for us to not just focus on how to make this money, right? So that we could jet set, but also how to manage well, how to build legacy, how to expand, how to evolve. And so with the conference, we're looking to bring not just the money sense of the business, but also we are covering digital strategy. We will also be focusing on marketing and branding, communications.
Presenters include Carell Pinder, Carissa Stubbs, Kayleen Newton, The Money Maven, and Deborah Pratt. The cost is $100 and individuals can register at www.convoqsignature.com or call 439-3044. DeVoe believes money management is crucial to a business's success and there is a wealth of knowledge to be gained.
It's the basis of what you need when it comes to evolving, right? And so I think it's very important for us to understand when we get into the business, we don't just want to stay dormant, right? We don't want to stay in one place. Just how we evolve in our skills, we should also evolve in our marketing and our branding and expanding, you know, not just focus on serving the people that is just before you, but also a wider range of people.
That's a look at stories making news. Jay, what's happening in sports?
Raven, it's been a long day. Do you know what's the national sport, by the way?
I think it's sailing.
You might be right. Coming up in sports, the Grand Bahama Sailing Club recently returned from Exuma. Coming up.
Thanks, Jay. Now, before we wrap up news tonight, we have an exclusive interview with the Murphy Knowles' attorney. Stay tuned for that.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
Hi, I want to put some shoes on your feet.
I still want to put shoes on your feet.
I want to put some shoes on your feet.
And I still want to put shoes on your feet.
We still want to put shoes on your feet.
2 locations to put shoes on your feet. Downtown Freeport, and now our newest location in the Carmichael City Shopping Plaza, right behind the Walk-Up Wendy's, Carmichael Road West.
When you order a large Pizza Hut specialty pizza, you unlock a delicious deal. For a limited time, you can add a small one-topping pizza for just $2 more. Hawaiian, Supreme, barbecue chicken, meat lovers, and more flavors. And for just $2, you can double the deliciousness. But hurry, this mouth-watering twice as nice deal won't last forever. Call Pizza Hut Freeport at 352-9191 today.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Welcome to Be Unique in Port Lucayo, and we carry a variety of stuff. We carry evening gowns, we carry dresses for all occasions, we carry shoes, bags, accessories, hair products, skin products, like I say, night clutches. We carry slippers for men, hats, bath and body work. If you need something for church, party, any kind of function, you'll find it at Be Unique. We are located in Port Lucaya Marketplace opposite the Ministry of Tourism. Our operating hours is Monday to Saturday, except Wednesdays and Sunday we are closed. You can reach us at 603-6345.
Welcome back. Well, following recent developments, questions have risen about the attorney responsible for overseeing the power of attorney and managing other benefits in this case. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports that the attorney, who is a cousin of Murphy Knowles, stands by his actions, stating he has no regrets, as Ingrid Carey is of sound mind.
Attorney at law Kevin M. Russell, who facilitated the transfer of legal rights to the conveyance of property and power of attorney for Ingrid Carey, has expressed no regrets over his actions. Russell stated that he personally spoke with Carey, confirming that she was of sound mind and fully aware of her decision. He emphasized that Carey was resolute in her intent for Murphy Knowles to receive legal ownership of her home. Our team was on the beat all day searching for answers. According to the attorney, he was informed that Ms. Carey was allegedly left alone in her home to manage on her own. This revelation comes as Russell states that it was a routine visit from a community nurse that uncovered her unhealthy living conditions.
And she contacted social services who placed Ms. Carey into the Rand Memorial Hospital and then called Ms. Knowles to go down, and Ms. Knowles went down there and then took in as a resident.
The attorney furthering that Knowles approached him about assistance with a legal matter regarding transferring property rights, which he agreed to do so. The attorney believes that the elderly was competent and in her right frame of mind during this process. He explains that the document cited a mortgage facility and a conveyance in the name of Philip and Ingrid Carey as joint tenants.
I helped them and I sat down at length in the car with Ms. Carey and asking her, and knowing to them, are you sure? Is this what you want? And she told me, knowing that, yes, this is what I want. In addition to that, she also told me that she would like to sign a power of attorney over to Ms. Knowles so that Mrs. Knowles can take care of her personal affairs. So I said, okay, I don't have no problem with that either.
Russell notes that while he has no knowledge on what Carey means by personal affairs, however, he expresses that Carey wanted the caretaker, Murphy Knowles, to continue paying her mortgage.
There's a mortgage here, and she said, yes, it does exist. Mrs. Knowles will take over the mortgage.
When asked about notifying the family regarding the legal decision, Russell stated that it wasn't necessary. He also mentioned that he has no regrets, insisting that he did nothing wrong.
In my heart, in my mind, and in my mind's eye, if I know it was wrong, I would not have done it.
When asked if it was possible for Carey to retract her decision, here's his response.
The documents on stamped or recorded, I guess she can destroy it. That would be it.
Carey remains at the assisted living facility, but her loved ones are now embroiled in a legal battle to revoke the power of attorney and reclaim her home for the family. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson-Everest.
Well, stay with us. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hurricane season is here, and the Lucaya Service Company Limited would like to remind you to stay safe and be prepared. In preparation for a storm, we encourage you to 1. Assess your property and all valuable items. 2. Seal your doors and windows and repair any loose siding. 3. Secure propane tanks and small yard items. 4. Check for loose fencing and posts to prevent missiles. 5. Trim trees in advance and regularly to protect your home. Post-hurricane tips. 1. Make note and take advantage of our bulk trash pickup schedule and times. This free one-time post-hurricane service is provided to all LESCO customers and subdivisions in Lucaya. 2. To ensure that your debris is picked up after a storm, please separate all bulk trash in 3 piles: vegetative debris, household appliances, and household furniture. 3. If utility lines are damaged or visible, please contact the appropriate authorities to ensure that lines are de-energized. A team member from the appropriate authority must verify and remove any terminated lines. For more information on bulk trash schedules and hurricane tips, please visit our website and Facebook page. Lucaya, your home, our service. Stay safe and be prepared.
The Grand Bahama Christian Council presents an island-wide crusade, Saturday, October 26th at 3 p.m. at Frank's Ice Cream Plaza. Prayer, testimonies, worship, fellowship, the word, and more.
Ladies, are you losing the battle of the bulge? You know, you feel sluggish, tired, and them pants just ain't fitting how they used to? Well, that could be a sign of poor gut health. You want to make sure you're drinking lots of water. Also, you want to make sure you're eating your fruits and vegetables. You're getting all your fiber in from those fruits and vegetables, leafy greens, high fiber fruits, all of those. And also, you take a high probiotic foods. Foods such as yogurt, sauerkraut, olives, and drinking your kombucha and apple cider vinegar can help keep your gut health in check. And if you need an extra boost, you can consider getting a cleanse. A good cleanse helps to get all that waste that's been backed up in there, get all that waste out, and to help reset your digestive system. Once you do that, you can look at taking a probiotic supplement. They have a high dose of probiotics, which help feed the good bacteria in your stomach and help your digestive health to stay in check. And if you need just a little bit more, you can take actual digestive enzymes. They are the enzymes that help break down the food you eat. You know, if you're someone who's lactose intolerant or gluten sensitive and some of these foods affect you, taking a little extra enzyme can help, you know, sort of curb that a bit. So you have less of that gas, less of that bloating, less of those negative side effects from eating those foods. You want to make sure your gut health is in check. Your gut is your second brain and affects how your whole body functions, everything from your mood, energy levels, and so on. So if you need any of these supplements, you can start by the Fitness Connection. Check us out.
Your #1 team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Raven Davis. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight is up next.
This news is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, serious allegations involving a Grand Bahama care facility, now the focus of a full-scale investigation that includes the police. Find out where things stand and why the incident has drawn the ire of many Grand Bahamians. Also, 2 families grief-stricken following a fatal industrial accident and a scrap metal owner's killing here in the capital. Tune in for the details from the tragic scenes. And the push to empower Bahamians to transition from dependency to self-sufficiency. A social services exec makes the case that while the government is there to support, they are not there to take over one's life. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. We begin our newscast with an update on a story our Northern service brought to you last evening. The story of Murphy Knowles, who overnight became a household name following claims of not only mistreatment, but the signing over of the assets of Ingrid Carey, a woman left in her care. Fighting back tears, the embattled caregiver vehemently denies the allegations as she shares her story with our Ramiko Knowles.
Murphy Knowles addressing concerns surrounding the Carey family and her living in their residence. In fact, she maintains that the home was given to her by Ingrid Carey as a blessing.
When people don't have nowhere to live and stuff like that, and she said, Miss Knowles, you're doing such a good work.
And she said, I would like to bless you the home to continue to work. She didn't want it to give it to her granddaughter because she knew her granddaughter was not able to take care of the home.
In response to claims of knowingly taking advantage of Ingrid Carey and having her sign over everything to her, Knowles strongly denies the accusations, asserting that she has never stolen anything from anyone under her care.
I have many people in my home. I never took even a candy from them. If I know they are not in their right mind, I wouldn't take anything.
Knowles further explains that she has been in the elderly care business for decades and is deeply shocked by these allegations.
A lot of them don't have no money. So for them to say what they say, but I take in and that's why I don't even want to get my nails done. I don't even want to go to get my hair done or nothing. I don't even want, I be so ashamed to sit in a restaurant and have a meal. Because they think that's the people money I eat it. You say, Ms. Knowles, that's for you. I be sitting there looking over my shoulders.
Philippa Carey responding to questions about whether she believes her grandmother, Ingrid Carey, willingly gave away the family home. This was her response.
She may have mentioned the house. I wouldn't put it past her because she would give the shirt off her back. You know what I mean? And she would give you anything. She would give away our stove. My dad used to tell us. My dad used to say, Ingrid, you would give away the bed that sleeping under. That's just her as a person. You know what I mean? But I don't feel like you should, knowing her age and her mental capacity, you shouldn't even take that serious. Right. If that was the case, I feel as if she should have gotten the keys, and when I come there, she's like, oh, well, hey, Philippa, this is the keys to your house. Your mommy talking about giving away. Talk to your mommy or do something.
Right. Now, Philippa Carey visited the home today. She was allowed to speak with her grandmother. However, she was not allowed to remove her from that facility as she no longer has power of attorney over her mother. For the Bahamas Tonight, at the Northern Edition, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Back to you in studio.
Well, thanks, Ramiko. The incident, meantime, prompting the Ministries of Grand Bahama and Social Services, Information and Broadcasting to release a joint statement this afternoon expressing deep concern over the serious allegations involving that private care facility on Grand Bahama. The ministries making it clear that a comprehensive investigation has been launched into claims of egregious behavior and wrongdoing, adding that the case has also been referred to the police for further action. And while many are eager for a swift inquiry, the public's admonished to allow the investigative process to run its course so as all the facts are thoroughly examined. Well, back here in the capital, a freak accident, the focus of investigation after a man reportedly fell 2 stories from a construction site of Theodore Lane. The details return now to our Danielle Dean.
We're here on High Point Road where a man fell to his death this morning while working on this scaffold. In just 9 days, Jacknell Joseph was expected to celebrate his 51st birthday. Instead, family members must now plan his funeral. Late this morning on High Point Road, just off John F. Kennedy Drive, a group of Joseph's relatives could be seen comforting each other following the shocking news of his tragic death.
Yeah, when I look at it, I see him on the gun, I say, oh shit, Jackie dead.
54-year-old foreman and mason Canel Luberis says he knew Jacknell all his life, beginning in Ghana, Haiti, where the two grew up.
He's a very, very nice guy. He's a very nice guy.
What exactly happened? Luberis says he's wrestling guilt, having not been able to check on his friend post-fall. The matter is under active police investigations. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Meantime, just before noon in the area of Ramsey Street, Carmichael Road is where another tragedy unfolded. A man believed to be in his early 50s was gunned down while at his scrap metal business. Here's officer in charge of the Carmichael Road Police Station, Chief Superintendent Tess Newbold.
A male in a dark-colored vehicle approached him. Some shots were fired and that male fled in an unknown direction into that vehicle. Some time back, we did have another homicide in this immediate area. We are doing our checks to confirm if they are connected, but we do not have solid information at this time.
Now, the victim's former employer, Brett Stubbs Jr., identified the deceased as Lenroy Rowe. Well, while a court appearance is in the cards for that murder suspect, the same could be said for a 22-year-old corrections officer and a 19-year-old female. The two were arrested yesterday after they were found with suspected dangerous drugs at a home off Harold Road. Police disclosing that a search warrant was executed on the Theodore Lane house around 10:30 last night. At the time, they found suspected marijuana edibles and other drug paraphernalia. At last report, the estimated weight receipt and street value of the drugs were unknown. Bahamians have changed up their religious preference. Historically, the Bahamas had three primary denominations: Baptist, Anglican, and Roman Catholic. But according to the findings of the 2022 census, that shifted to Baptist, Anglican, and non-denominational.
The Baptist religion grew from 122,500 persons in 2010 to 135,874 persons in 2022. The Anglican religion experienced a slight decrease of 1% from 48,006 persons in 2010 to 47,454 persons in 2022. Although the number for the non-denominational religion dropped from 41,214 in 2010 to 35,296 in 2022, it is still ranked in the top three. The Roman Catholic denomination decreased from 42,287 persons in 2010 to 34,748 in 2022.
Well, hard truths from one social services executive. The department's assistant director for community support, Shirley Kelly, contends that interpersonal relationship, love and support for each other is dreadfully lacking. And she's basing this on two big challenges in the Bahamas: the need for food and shelter that only exacerbated coming out of 2019's Hurricane Dorian after a number of storm-battered residents of Grand Bahama and Abaco relocated and eventually remained here in New Providence. The reality, though, is that the demand for housing led to skyrocketing rental prices.
We've seen in our department such a breakdown in the family structure.
Yeah.
That really is a vexing problem, and because persons, some of our clientele, some of them may not have ever experienced the family life. When I say the family life, like you said, mentioned earlier, being able to pool and share and live and exist and whatever, some persons don't even know what that feels like. And so they feel alone in this world. So this is why sometimes they have to refer to us and come to us for help, because they come to us, oh, I don't have nobody. And you ask them, where's your mother, where's your daddy, where's your sister? And they're like, but I don't have nobody. Nobody's here. You know, my mother's died and my whatever, and I'm by myself. And they literally are living basically on their own.
But while tough times don't discriminate, the assistant director says something interesting has happened since working with temporary shelters in recent years.
You're coming to me telling me that you do not have any monies to pay your rent and you're sleeping in your car. You could understand, okay, you purchased a car, things might have gotten tough, etc. But when you go and check the car is a self-drive car. So you're actually paying $300 a week for a car, but yet still you're coming to me and say, I cannot pay rent. The whole idea of us providing assessment and counseling is for us to help you to appreciate the fact that, okay, you might need a car, yes, but is it a car, is a rental car a necessity at this point when you're at a very low point in your life?
Now, similar needs in the family islands, but Ms. Kelly says this clientele seems a little more independent than who they cater to in New Providence. On a lighter note this evening, a groundbreaking initiative leads to the Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Davis, meeting face-to-face with the head of the British monarchy, His Majesty King Charles III, at the National University of Samoa. The King's Commonwealth Fellowship Program, or KCFP, focuses on strengthening education, health and climate resilience across small island developing states. And of course, that's where we come in. By collaborating with universities and stakeholders, the program's expected to enhance local capacities, foster knowledge exchange, and build sustainable networks across the Commonwealth. The Prime Minister, who is in Samoa attending the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, said he's pleased to see His Majesty act on a shared vision, creating new avenues for youth empowerment and skill development to benefit nations like the Bahamas. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
In the chaos of our daily lives, it's easy to be caught up in the rush. But when you're behind the wheel, remember, rushing can lead to disaster. Don't rush. Take your time. Remember, your life and others depends on it. Slow down. Stay alert and arrive alive. Because in the race of life, it's not about how fast you get there, but how safely.
This message is brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
KFC is giving you more to love with our KFC Bucket Meals with large size. Get the KFC Family Bucket featuring 8 pieces of juicy chicken, family fries, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4. A KFC Deluxe Bucket with 10 pieces of delicious chicken, 2 larger sides, and 4 biscuits that feeds 4 to 6. Or a KFC Party Bucket with 15 pieces of our chicken, 3 larger sides, and 6 biscuits that feeds 6. And we'll handle the dishes, plates, and utensils included, so you can lick your fingers and reach. KFC knows value, and it's finger licking good.
Experience the difference with BTC's fixed services. Whether you're working from home or enjoying family time, BTC ensures you're always in touch with the people and moments that count. BTC isn't just a service, it's a lifestyle. Stay connected, stay inspired, and live your best life. BTC.
Hey, it's Spa Week. We got what you need. Sit back, relax, and come in for a treat. We just wanna make you smile. We will go the extra mile at Baja Retreat Spa.
Come visit us at Baja Retreat Spa on East Bay Street. Contact us at 323-6711 or visit us online at www.baharetreat.com.
$10 deal available only at Marco's Southwest, Prince Charles, Village Road, and Robinson Road. Man, let me see what it's about. I'll take 20 of those, please. Wait. You good? Yeah, bro. Marcos, get this new deal. Get yourself a large one-topping pizza for only $10. $10? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, I need 30 of them $10 carry-out pizza deal, please.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
You're looking at a shot of the Oceanside Albany Resort in southwestern New Providence. Welcome back. More recovery items on the way to Matthewtown, Inagua in the wake of Hurricane Oscar. The storm made landfall on the island Sunday morning, landing those residents with a direct hit, leaving behind damage the Disaster Risk Management Authority deems Level 1. Here's State Minister responsible for disaster, the Honorable Leon Lundy.
Right now, we are very much in recovery mode. Our immediate focus is on ensuring the people have the resources they need to start rebuilding their lives. Relief supplies are already en route, and the RBDF's boat, Lawrence Major, is loaded and will be arriving with more aid in the coming days. We've also brought in some initial resources with us today to be distributed to those in need.
Proposed amendments, meantime, to the country's building code, now in the hands of the Attorney General. So says Works Minister, the Honorable Clay Sweeting, who this week told reporters the final technical issues were resolved earlier this month. Now, according to the minister, what's proposed will focus on strengthening homes to withstand any storm.
The draft is expected by the end of December, with internal revenue and public stakeholder consultations scheduled for the first quarter of 2025. Full implementation, including legislative adjustments and institutional strengthening, is anticipated by the end of the third quarter 2025. Amendments to the Building Regulation Act, third-party inspector. A proposed amendment will introduce independent inspectors, registered architects, and engineers to assist with inspections. This will allow for more flexibility in inspection times, including after hours and weekends, benefiting developers and ensuring that construction is done much quicker.
Minister Sweeting says there are special considerations to ensure homeowners can afford to build even as the cost of real estate soars.
The building code in regards to that would take into account what structures would look like. I spoke about this earlier, that I think it needs to be a compensation between the two to ensure that the homes are brought up to code, to ensure if we have storms that they withstand the storms like Dorian, but also that we don't, the codes are not out of touch for persons who want to build homes where the homes are so costly that they can't afford the homes.
In other news, despite seeing record numbers of cruise visitor arrivals to our shores, and in fact leading to the region and Central America in earnings from the cruise industry, a new study by the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association shows that the country still ranks in the bottom 40% on most visitor metrics. Many visitors have complained about their uncomfortability with the downtown area, concerns about safety, and a lack of activities. The report finds that as many as 20% of these visitors never even disembark their vessels. Well, Tourism Minister, Acting Prime Minister, the Honorable Chester Cooper was today asked about that report. While he hasn't read it fully, he acknowledges there is work to be done with giving visitors more choices for things to do.
I have always said consistently that one of the biggest complaints of our guests is not enough to do. So whilst we do our part, we're calling for entrepreneurs to participate in downtown Nassau, to get involved, to create more restaurants, more entertainment opportunities, more experiences, and more tours.
He again reiterated to potential entrepreneurs that they will have the government's full support in pursuing their endeavors.
We tell you that you have the full backing of the agencies of government, including the Tourism Development Corporation, the Small Business Development Center, and the BAIC.
The life of 90-year-old Dr. Carolyn Hanna, celebrated as one of love, service, and dedication to both her family and her country. The veteran educator, public administrator, and disability advocate and champion who died back on September 13th will be laid to rest during a state-recognized funeral tomorrow. She spent her life working to improve the lives of those with disability and fought tirelessly for their inclusion into the wider society. Today, family and friends paid their respects to Hanna as she lay in repose at the Bethel Brothers Mortuary ahead of tomorrow's funeral at 11 a.m. at Christ Church Cathedral, with burial to follow at Lakeview Memorial Gardens.
Incredibly intelligent, but her intelligence was equaled by her love for her family, as you see around us now, and her love of her country.
She fought for the inclusion of mental health and psychology, because she was told when she said she wanted to study that that's of no importance to the nation and that's of no importance to Ministry of Education, and they would not allow her to go.
Opposition leader Michael Pintard and Housing and Urban Renewal Minister, the Honorable Keith Bell, say Hanna's exemplary service has impacted scores of lives and contributed significantly to national development.
She is typical of the Bahamian who go unnoticed because they don't have the name, face recognition, but who make a far greater contribution in most instances than persons whose names we know, whose faces we readily recognize.
There's a very, very significant number of children with special needs, and anyone who concentrates on them has my great admiration.
Stay with us on The Beat. Is after the break.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
In the Yellow Elder Garden, Allie and her cousins listened to Grammy share tales. The 70s so sweet, with themed costumes and dancing feet. Then came the brass, reaching new heights. A symphony of Bahamian nights. The 2000s, the Yellow Elder, a symbol of pride. Grammy's legacy in view as Allie dances in her Yellow Elder costume. We are alive.
From
From paradise to paradise, Bahamas Air invites you to embark on a seamless island journey from the sun-kissed coast of Nassau, the Bahamas, to the rhythmic shores of Montego Bay, Jamaica. Soar high above a turquoise tapestry on the most trusted airline in the Caribbean. Our inaugural flight takes wing on November 17th, 2024. Don't delay. Book your idyllic escape today.
Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of Companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
A health practice that seems rather simple, yet not enough people seemingly do it. Well, there are a number of reasons persons might want to take this form of exercise more seriously. Danielle Dean visited a specialist who lets us know why.
Massage therapist Kenny St. Mark assures that stretching is a little more complex than many understand.
It's very common for everyone to be like, hey, I'm in pain, let me stretch. But the body is a little bit more nuanced than that. What are you stretching? Why are you stretching it? Muscular imbalances are a thing, and so when one muscle is tight, another is weak.
He added, when you stretch one tight muscle, you must stretch and strengthen the opposing one as well. St. Mark used the example of turtling. This happens when persons work on computers frequently and without realizing it, curve their backs.
For example, when you want to depress the shoulder, so in the therapeutic setting, I would stretch, depress the shoulder. Another way you can do it is arm behind the back, pull the head like so. This helps to lengthen these muscles here, but you still want to activate your traps, which helps you bring the shoulder down.
He cites tight hip flexors as one reason for the common issue of lower back pain, claiming this exercise helps with relief.
When you're home, dropping the leg off the bed and just allowing that leg to sort of fall, you're going to feel that stretch right here. Okay, the more you move to the end of the bed, the more you increase that stretch.
With a reputation for improving posture, eliminating pain, and facilitating better circulation, stretching is proven to keep muscles strong and healthy and to improve mobility in joints. St. Mark recommends it be practiced as often as needed. With Health Matters for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Well, LaDonna and Desmond joins us live to give us a sneak peek of Access Now. Guys?
Well, Crystal, I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time with Desmond. This is night 2, and I'm excited to see what he's going to bring this evening. I know you're having a great time, right,
I'm having
Desmond?
a great time, and it's good to be in your company again. Great show. A full lineup tonight.
Yes, definitely so, Makushla. So we can't wait for that. I'm sure you can't wait for that either.
We all look forward to hearing and seeing both of you. Stay with us. The National Report continues after the break.
is the Little Caesars Stuffed Crust Pizza. Get more pizza for less money. Only $12. It's a whole new level of pizza with cheese stuffed crust so spectacular that there's nothing left.
Pizza.
A delicious pepperoni pizza with the crust stuffed with lots of cheese and brushed with butter and garlic flavor and sprinkled with Parmesan cheese. Hot and ready Thursday to Saturday between 4 and 8 for only $12. Simply irresistible. And only at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
Legacy of Leadership. Join the International Third World Leadership Association for Legacy Weekend, November 8th to the 9th. November 8th, Legacy Leadership Lecture, honoring global leader. November 9th, Legacy Walk to Remember. Join us for the Legacy Reunion Concert.
Hey guys, it's Yolanda Adams. It's about to be a celebration, November 8th through the 10th at the Miles E. Monroe Diplomat Center. I can't wait to see you. Come on.
Visit itwla.com for details. Don't miss Legacy Weekend.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.